Check, check. There it is. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, good call. I was. Sorry, guys. Yeah, no, it was the Yeti. I did sync it back up again. Anyway, as I was saying, the last we left off, I was working on these. We are in the process of finishing up. So today, we're going to finish painting them. They've been all sealed. If you guys watched the part 1, 2, and 3, this is part 4. We're going to do some painting. There's audio. That's right. I got it fixed. A little bit of delay here on the YouTube channel. But before we start that, guys, really quickly, I want to give you an update. I just got back from Northern Fan Con in Prince George. It was a great con. A lot of great people were there. If you guys want to check out more on my Evil Ted page on Facebook, I post all the photos. So definitely you guys can check that out. That'd be great. Hey, hello, Jax Cosplay from South Africa. Welcome. Jax, thanks for joining us today. We're going to do a little bit of painting. So I'm going to hang out for a little bit, have people catch up with chat, and then we're going to go right into it. So get these guys done. Well, people who just join us, I'll tell you really quickly, I had a costume, was the Red Demon, and he had these crazy shoulder spikes, and I liked them, but they were so long I couldn't travel with them. And then I went ahead and took them off and had them attached with magnets. But then again, with the magnets, I was walking around conventions, I was bump into people, and they'd go flying off, and I had to scramble to find them. So after a while, I realized, as cool as they were unpractical. So I ended up remaking them, which I covered in 1, 2, and 3, and today is part 4. We got them all sealed, and we're going to paint them up. And these are the shoulders we speak of. And when I put the foam spikes, the new ones, back on, I went back in with super glue that stiffened the tips, and we covered it with rubber, and we painted it. So now today I'm going to do a little bit of dry brushing and do some finessing, and do a little touch up on the gold as well too. So that's what we're going to do today. So matter of fact, let's get started. Right. Oh, wait. Sorry, guys. That was not set up. There, we'll get this all set up for you guys. There we go. Okay. Right. Let's get this all set up. Load the chair. Okay, here we go. Oops, sorry, let me fix this. Straighten out just a little bit. Slide that over a little bit. And now. And the microphone. Bring it right from my face. And we got, okay. Whew. All right, there it is. The spikes are now dry. So while we... Try again. Okay, these spikes are dry. They went ahead and dried. So since they dried, I went ahead and painted them black. I went up and did a second coat of rubber on the tips and went back in with some Plat-Effects black and blacked them out. So they're pretty much sealed, dried, and base colored black. Now the next step is we're going to add some dry brushing. So I got some Tamiya Dark Metallic. I'm going to start with that. Now with this technique, I'm not going to go really heavy. I'm going to try to brush on the highlights and dry brushing. Sometimes with dry brushing, you can get a little bit random, but since this is still all red, I don't want to get any silver on this. So we're going to do it very delicately with my Tamaya. Oh my god. Sometimes when a lid's on here, it doesn't want to come off. That's where the heat gun comes in handy. There we go. Heat does it every time. Well, since it's loose, let me go and shake it just a little bit more. All right. Oh, I want to say PSDI Production says hello from Germany. Hello, Germany. Welcome. Thanks for coming in today. Thank you. Hey, Becky. Let's go to work, right? Let's get on it. Now with the dark metallic, I'm going to take it on the brush. I'm not going to load up too heavy. I'm just going to focus on the edges like this. Like that. And just very lightly, like that. What I'm gonna do is very lightly. I like the black to show through, so I don't want to go too heavy. Like that. Yeah, there we go. Just like that. And all that texture really shows up. See, make it pop. Go back in like this, very lightly. Yeah, this dries out really quickly. Let me get a little bit of alcohol here. Hold on, guys. Got some denatured alcohol. Like this to put a little drop in the cap so I can have a little thin. There you go. That helps. Makes this paint go a little bit further. All right, here we go. Ooh, careful, Ted. That's almost too much. A piece of paper can blot this. There, okay. Don't get too heavy-handed with it. Just doing the highlights, the edges here. There you go. It's funny because it's very, very dark. And again, this is my first coat with this color. I'm going to probably go back in with some other silvers. But yeah, there you go. See, now it looks kind of menacing, doesn't it? right. So let's turn on this light over here. It seems a little dark. Let's get some more light on this. Yeah, it's better. There we go. Yeah, the lighter the better. Just like that. There we go. I can actually see better too. This helps. Mm-mm-mm. A little too heavy there, Ted. Gonna lighten it up a little bit. All right, it's pretty good. I mean, it's a little. I definitely want to add some more color to the container right now. I like the silver. I think what I did originally was I painted them with a plaid metallic and I kind of did washes on top of them. But since they're already black, I figured I could just do a little dry brushing on it. There you go. And what's exciting about this is that I've had this costume for a while, and I did some pictures. I finally got some pictures taken in this costume. If I can take to conventions, you know, have if people want a picture of them, and I realized that I don't really wear them that much because it was just such a pain. And I did a video shoot with them, and I realized I came home kind of fed up, like I'm just like gonna sell it, right? But then Dorothy, my oldest, was like, people love that costume, and you getting rid of her or selling it's that would be a big mistake. And I thought, she's absolutely right. It just wasn't the mindset. And I thought, it's my costume. I can fix it. I can just go back and just fix what I don't like about it. And so that's what I'm doing. So that's what this whole video is about. It's just fixing things that you like. If it, it's not, instead of starting from scratch, just taking some, because this costume was really well made. It's really durable. There's just parts on it that was kind of a problem. The spikes being too big was one of them. All right. All right, that's one. Let's go ahead and grab the other one. Gonna do the same thing on this one. Hey, Full Power Creations, good morning. Only 11 watchers on Evil Ted. What's wrong? Well, it was 11 watchers because I just came up with the idea today. Like, I was checking my analytics on my videos. I just got back from Northern Fan Con, and I was unpacking and take a couple days off just to decompress. And when doing that, I just was checking and working on a fixing old costume video was getting a lot of views. A lot of people were like, seemed to be very interested. And I'm like, wow, okay. I didn't know that. I was just going to not do it again. I was like, well, I'm pretty much done with that part, So I realized people are actually watching it. So I decided I should go ahead and do the last half of it and finish it up. And therefore, now, even though it's a live stream, I'm going to take this video and cut it down and make it into a really short YouTube video. Just make it like a, because you don't need all this time between stuff. So I could just say, just trim this all down into a video. So I figured I would do that and wrap up this part of the build. Alright. And one thing too, I noticed when I was at Northern Fan Con, my energy level, and I was sluggish because over the pandemic I just got lazy and put on a lot of weight and didn't really become that noticeable until I started trying to do stuff and run around and move things and hustle, and just was easily exhausted. And I realized, you know something, that is over. I am done. Gonna get myself back in shape. And the first thing I did, not just jumped on and working out, but changed my diet immensely. Just started, like, from now on, my breakfast consists of oatmeal and fruit. And then for lunch, I have a salad. It's like, I know just by doing that alone, because I was eating just about everything in front of me. So, after costume truly finished, it grows and changes your skill. Oh yeah, you definitely do, Pinkthorn. You learn more as you go. TED Workout live streams. Thanks for letting us be a part of the process. It's usually things for patrons, right? All right. I know I want to do a Patreon. I just don't know what I would do extra. Oh, sorry guys, overhead. So you guys can see what I'm doing. This is round 2. Same technique. I'm just gonna, less is more with this paint. Definitely just put it on the brush and kind of dry brush it, and I'll definitely have to go, I can tell you right now, I'm definitely going to go back and add some more silver to it. I like the dark metallic, but yeah, there we go. That's what I want, just like that. There you go. I've also too, I've found that when I the only time I really dress up at conventions is when it's usually a local con, because most of these costumes, like this guy, he breaks down quite a bit, but it's like his shin guards are huge, and the thus these shoulders. I went to the trouble to make the torso and the chest and everything else breaks down really small, but the rest of this costume is pretty big, like the forearms and the shins, they're all really big. So yeah, like see this color scheme here. This is what I originally did for the spikes, but I'm trying to make it look as close as I can. I mean, it looks all right. I probably can do like a, yeah, like, yeah, I already got them. Okay, good. So now let's go ahead and let's add some silver. Malted milk powder and devilish and oatmeal. Really? Yeah, I have some protein powder, but I don't know if I want to add it to my oatmeal. But all right, now we're going to switch on. I'm going to switch over to a. Yeah, I like. I don't know. The silver is almost too. It's almost too bright. That's my fear. Oh, Crim says hello from the craft store. He's buying supplies. Adjust his camera real quick, guys. Sorry. There we go. Yeah, just so far, we have this. It looks better in this picture here, but it's kind of coming together. But let me see what else here. Grab some alcohol, clean this brush real quick. Everybody, really quickly, I'm going to run downstairs, grab another cup of coffee, and clean this brush out. And while I'm doing it, I'm going to try to find a little bit of a silver. I always find with the silver, which I learned this from Steven, SKS Props, one coat of silver looks good, but if you add a different color of silver, it just kind of breaks up and models. It gives it a little bit more depth. So I like this silver, the dark metallic. I'm going to try to find another silver along that line and dry brush that and kind of break it up and just kind of dab it in different areas and see if I can just make it a little bit more interesting looking. The black's all right, but it just needs a little bit more. So I'll be right back. I'm going to get a cup of coffee. So please stand by. You guys ready? Stand by. Hey guys, I'm back. Whew. Chris says from the craft store buying stuff. I got all your molds sales from Michaels, and I was so excited. Hey, thank you so much. They were $2, which means that's a clearance sale. I don't see much of that, but when Michaels does a clearance sale, that means they're clearing out their stock. So, good and bad. Good for you, bad for me, because when they clear out stock, it means they're not going to be getting any more for a while. Because what they do with Michaels, they're all about numbers. And with molds, when they first got released, of course, right in the middle of a pandemic, which sucked. My molds got released during the pandemic, and so part of the deal was, which I was kind of bummed out about, because we had this whole thing set up to where I was going to tour with Michaels. So all the big Michaels stores, not all the small ones, but the big major ones, the big stores, I was going to travel and do meet and greets and demonstrations with the molds at all the Michaels stores. And we were working on that in time for the release of the mold. So we were wheeling and dealing with that. And all of a sudden, pandemic came, ruined everything. And then the molds still got released and they sold, and then they were selling online. But then I just think it would have done better if it got released. But they did. And then overall, they lasted almost 2 years, 2 solid years. The molds did really well. And everybody who won them got them. So then the sales, because molds, unlike foam and clay, when you need more. Where once you buy silicone molds, they don't fall apart. They stay around for a while. So everybody who got them. And so the sales kind of went. And once the sales dropped, Michael's like, all right, it's clear out. Because they're all about moving retail quickly. If it doesn't sell steadily enough, they have certain numbers. Which I don't know what the numbers are, but when they don't sell at a certain number, they just start clearing out the stock. So they have them already made and they're sitting on the shelves. So like, all right, it's on sale. Let's clear out the inventory, make room for something else. So clearance, great for you, but they're going to be gone. So if anybody didn't get them, now's the time to get them. If they're online, you guys see them in the stores, buy them, because I don't think they're not going to have them anymore. Oh, somebody goes, yeah, I know. Hey, Ness G goes, love your work. Hey, man, thank you so much for hanging out today. We're doing, we're painting the spikes right now. I'm adding I got a couple more colors we're going to use, which I'll talk about that when we switch to the overhead. Yeah, it was funny because Michaels does not do overseas, Europe, and it was kind of weird, so. And they're just like, nope, not interested. Like, wow, okay, guys, never mind, whatever. Okay. I found some other colors. Let's try these, shall we? Overhead. All right, the color I found, I have some dark metallic Plat effects here, and I'm just going to, which looks very similar to what I already have on here, and I have a lighter silver. Let's try this one. Let's play around with the lighter silver. Let's see what this looks like. Who knows? I might not like it, but we'll give it a shot. And dab a little in the brush. I'm just going to work on the tip here a little bit, because that would be the high point, like this, where it gets the most wear, right? Just kind of just dab it very lightly, like that. And the trick is you just want to mix, just add some different colors to it. So we're just going to do this guy kind of just randomly. And you can see it's very thin too. Plat FX paints works great if you do like multiple layers and things like that. But let's see, like that, just a little bit, some spots here and there. All right, let's get a hair dryer. You know, it doesn't look. You know, let's kill this light for a second. It's got a more of a pearlescent look to it. I don't know if I'm crazy about that. Yeah, it's got a little bit too more of a fantasy looking edge glow to it. I don't really like that as much. Let's go ahead and just try. Let's go for the darker metallic one. I think that's just. Let's stick with the dark hue. Oh man, these caps really do stick on, don't they? Oh my god. Sorry guys. Let me get a heat gun. There you go. Nothing does it like heat. All right, there you go. Get that lid off. Yeah, oh man, no wonder it's stuck. All this paint on the outside of it. Jeez, what a mess. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to dab it like that. Yeah, let's fix this spot. Got a little coup here. There you go. There we go. Paint it again. Yeah, it's just another layer. You know, I'm already. It looks fuller too. I like it. Just kind of. I can tell you right now, as I'm doing this, I'm definitely going to go back in with the. Once this dries, I'll take some brown and burnt umber, burnt sienna, and kind of go. Cause you can see kind of the brownish hues here, and I did that because I did a really thin oil wash over that, and I think that will do that, and it'll pull this all in to make it look more like the same. Yeah, that's because I think that's what it needs. Yeah. That does look better. I like that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's go and hit this with a hair dryer and take a look at it. I always find things look different once they dry, so let's make sure we get this dry first. Yeah, this looks good. I have to say, this is it super shiny because again, just once I get this all, go do the other one over here. Let's go ahead and knock this out really quickly. Since you guys already saw me do that one, I won't put you through it. I'll just sit here and paint and catch up with chat. Just do it really fast. Knock this out. Yeah, so I'm excited because once I get this done, I will start wearing these at the convention. There's a con I do here, Anime at Los Angeles, which is one of my favorite local cons, and I'm one of their regulars, and I always go there, and they hook me up with a table and a room and all that stuff. Since I don't have to fly in, it's nice. And I go up there and do all my stuff and do the workshops and things. But I usually don't wear costumes, so I'm working on costumes. This one I'm definitely gonna wear, but I'm trying to come. I want to do a cyberpunk costume that I can travel with. So when I do cons, I can do like Friday I'll be myself, and then Saturday I'll dress up. Like I'll have a day where I dress up as a character. And for me, I'm always big about making my own characters. Love my own designs. People always like, "What's that from?" Like my Space Marine, people always like, "What's that from?" Like it's mine. It's my own design. I created it. It's inspired by a lot of stuff, but I always end up making my own designs. Cause I spent a good 30 years of my life building other people's stuff, from drawings and designs and things and whatnots. And don't get me wrong, I did it for a living, but after a while, like, I don't want to build other people's stuff. I want to build my stuff. So that's part of having fun of being my own channel, and I get to build what I want, opposed to trying to build what's popular or what everybody wants. I like building things. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Warhammer is fun. I like making things like that. That's always fun. But I do like making things that I want to make, opposed to making something what somebody else wants to make. Hey guys, Becky needs a burrito, apparently, so Well, Becky, you should get one. All right. All right. All right, there it is. All right, got it. See, it looks. Pre-modeling. All right, got it. Dry it. Oh, I'm doing a Caesar costume from the show Spartacus, and your armor pattern came in handy for the abs. Yeah, abs are driving me. They were driving me crazy when I was making it. But yeah, excellent. Glad to help you. Wonderful. Happy to hear that. Thank you. It's so funny because that's exactly what I like when I start looking at. Hold on, I'm see if I can scrape some of this paint off the this jar before I put the lid back on. When I was making the Battle Sister costume, I was all over the internet looking for patterns. I'm like, I'll just buy the patterns and make it, just build it. And I was doing that, I realized there is no patterns for the Battle Sister. There's a couple of people have like a silhouette of a shoulder and a knee pad, but I'm like, that's not a pattern. That's like, so I went ahead and made my own patterns, and I'm in the process of doing that right now. And I realized that once I'm done, I'm going to make those available because they're not out there. I know it firsthand because I looked for them. How to get this all? Yeah, there's a ton of paint on this jar, just all gunked up, man. I always try to keep these lids, like when you put lids off and on, I always try to wipe it off, but apparently it just got built up over time. So let me scrape off most of this, because if I put this lid back on, it's just going to stick again. There you go. Okay, just got some big chunks off. There you go. Hey guys, another great thing you could do to show your support. Did you know I have all my merch stuff? I have a line of t-shirts I'm selling, and where can you get those? They're listed below the video in the Teespring store, listed right down there. I have that going, and eventually I'm working on some new shirts, but those are the first three I have right now. So if you guys want to pick up a shirt, they're there. And I used to do them like every couple of months, but now it's all year round, 24/7. You can pick up a shirt. Pinkthorn says, yeah, it's been my experience getting my sister together too. It's been lots of trial and errors, finding generic patterns that fit me, and there's still some I don't. Yeah, with the with making stuff off your body, I always find it's best just to make a duct tape or a pattern form off your own body. Because it's really hard to find a pattern that fits you. That's why I'm not doing so much the body armor anymore. I made that and I'm done because I'm not going to do it again. It's too much of a... It's too many, the body's such a different size. I'm always trying to get people to do their own patterns with their own body. But the patterns I will make available for the Battle Sister is the neck ring, the shoulder, the rocket pack, and the forearms, like the chest and corset and thighs and shins. that's on you guys. But I'll definitely make the stuff that's really kind of intricate crazy. So that's what I'll make available is the stuff that's, because apparently everybody seems to have the making the body thing pretty good down. So it's not. It's just it's funny because people when I first started my YouTube channel, what I used to get in questions all the time is not the same anymore because so many people have adapted and learned over the years that most questions I get now are just really advanced questions because people really are grasping like how much people have learned in the past 5 years when cosplay started and my videos, and people learned so much that they've already kind of like embraced it and took off on their own, making their own stuff. I think this is, yeah, they're drying. It's pretty good. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna mix up some, yeah, these look good. Yeah, see, got the spikes all painted, and I just want to do a little weathering. So my technique would get some piece of, yeah, get a pan, some oil, and I'm gonna get I don't need mineral spirits, but I found that cooking oil works as well. We'll thin it down and just brush it, just give like a little brownish hue on it. So let me get my oil tray thing. Are they still down here? Where are they? Hold on. I didn't get rid of those guys. Oh, there it is. Got it. Perfect. Okay. Got this. And let me get a small cup. I used to have a whole bunch of small cups, and they're all gone now. So I eventually have to put that on my shopping list. Yeah, I tried doing the tuck tape off my own body, but I'm not quite flexible. You need a friend. Pink Thorn, I've learned that too. It's like you can do it to a degree, but it's always good to have somebody help you draw the lines and cut yourself out of it. I have a friend that helped me do my duct tape dummy. He bent too much to make it accurate. Yeah, with the duct tape dummy, it's not a body cast. It's just a general idea. Especially for foam armor, it doesn't have. You're not making a bat suit. You're making like an armor suit. So you just need to have the proportions so you can have like. I always find with making armor, my friend Sabrina was here and we were doing the Battle Sister fit, and the thigh fit her perfectly, really snug, and she's like, "Oh, it fits great." I'm like, "It's almost too great. It's too tight." So I'm going to add a little bit more. I like a little bit of room, so when she wears it, when she slides it on with her spandex bodysuit underneath it, there'll be a little bit of room, and it'll float and move around a little bit. So therefore, when she's wearing it and she walks, it'll be able to move. I find things that stick to your body perfectly, like a glove, it's always a perfect fit. But then over time, it just gets hot. It starts to rub. So it's always good to have a little bit of space on your armor, to keep you from overheating too as well. All right, guys, let me grab. I'm gonna grab the oil paints and things, and I got my tray here. We're gonna mix up a kind of a burnt wash, and we're gonna dirty these guys up. Oh, tell you what, before we do that, oh. No, let's do the oil and then go touch up the gold. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, guys, ready for this? Please stand by. Let me get my brush. Hold on, give me brushes. All right, guys, I'm back. We're going to use some oil paint. Hey, Raider, wow, because I finally have a chance to watch the stream. Raider, how you doing? I got your email. I will get back to you. I saw it. I just got back from the convention, so I will go through that, and you'll be hearing from me shortly. How you doing, Radar? How you doing today? All right. Let's go ahead. Oh, sorry, I got overhead. Okay, I got some oil paints. I have the brown. A little brown here. Like that. Again, with oil, you don't need a lot. Very little. And some burnt sienna. Oh my god, these caps. Okay. There you go. And now, with my spatula, I'm going to mix these guys together. All right. And now, some oil. Then down a little bit like that. See, I make it pretty watery. And then let's grab a chip brush. Set this guy aside. So what we're going to do is going to be start adding on top of this. Got my paper towel here just in case if I get too much on, so I'm going to take the brush. Wow, see it does. Bingo. That's what I needed. Kind of tie it all in. And then I take paper towel, right, dab the edges. Yeah, I just want to take the newness out of it a little bit. Some more brown in there, maybe. Sorry, it's my phone, guys. Not yours, just mine. Some paper Wipe off the excess. It's hard to see. Let me get back from. It's not bad. I don't know. Could have been a little darker. Probably got a little heavy-handed with the silver, to be honest. But it'll work. If need be, I can always go back in with a dry brush on the black. But as long as it's not too silvery, just knock it down just a little bit. You know what it needs, guys? I think I did burnt and brown. Let's add a little black to the oil. Excellent, no rush. Off to bed. Cool, Ted. Keep. Awesome. Maybe we'll visit Aussies one. Oh, I hope so. Seriously, write to your local con in Australia and let them know that you want me as a guest. That's how it works, guys. I mean, I can reach out to them and do my part, but they always like it. They cater to the people that write to them because they know that you're going to buy a ticket. They're all about making money, so definitely. But thank you. Let me grab some oil. I think it's some black. That's what it's missing. So we're gonna add a little. Oops, sorry, overhead. It's looking okay, but I think it needs a little bit of black. So let's dab some black here. Not a lot. I always find that black is very overpowering. So if you're adding black to something, do it little, very little at a time, because if you get too much black, it has a tendency to take over. So I added just a little bit more in there. Got more of a blackish brown. I think that's what was lacking. So let's try this. All right, and that's alcohol. Where's my oil? There it is. Okay. Let's see what that does. Okay, well, let's grab another one. Let's start with a new one here, right? Let's get a better idea. We're gonna. Because all I want to do is knock the newness out of it, but I'm going to have to add some of that too. Here. All right. Okay. All right. There we go. Hard to see, but you can kind of see what's going on, right? What the next thing I'm going to do is is that it's oil paint. You have to let this stuff dry, and it takes a while. It takes like a day or two. So usually I would give this a sealant, like a seal coat, but I gotta wait for the oil paint to dry, so it takes a while. Cause it's gonna. But luckily I thinned it down quite a bit though, so it's not too heavy. Yeah. Okay. So, hold on quickly. We have this. Where's that gold paint? I have some gold, don't I? I do. Where's that gold? Hold on. Oh, there it's got. Okay. This one looks. Yeah, there's some spots got worn on in here. Let's see. I've been in the kitchen, so can I see the difference? Well. I ended up doing all of them, Becky, but this is kind of like it's a little reddish, but probably use a little bit more brown, maybe, but it's not bad. I'm gonna let it dry because whatever it's on here is a really thin coat, so just to kind of knock down the newness on it. All right. All right, there it is. I got it all aged, looking pretty good here. My next step is there's some before I seal this. Now, this being oil paint, I'm gonna let it dry for a day because I have was to put a clear coat on top of this, but I think it's gonna be best since it's oil paint. Let this have about a dry for at least a day before I put anything on it. But in the meanwhile, I was realizing a little bit of the gold leaf I see here is worn off and got scratched. So while we have it, I'm going to go ahead and take a brush and do little touches with my gold leaf here. A little touch up like that. Like that. Oops, yeah. Oh, shoot. No, it's just taking it right off here. Hold on. Try this again. Let that dry. This is pretty good. Yeah, good over here. Hanging in there. Double check this guy. Oh, a little. No, wow, it's not too banged up. Not too bad. This one's pretty good shape. Yeah, this costume's been through a lot, and it's still in there. That's why it's nice to have it fixed up so I can actually start wearing this again. All right, I have to say, guys, these look great. It's all touched up. They're aged. They're finished in. We're gonna let these guys dry. Give them a little bit of a dusting of a clear coat, and I call these shoulders done. So hopefully you'll be seeing me wear this at a con near you. Yay! Mission accomplished. All right. Bring my camera back. Yeah, I realized I didn't record any of that, did I? I'm supposed to record it. I'll double. I think I can download the videos from YouTube. Can I? I think I can. I hope I can. I don't know if that's something I can do. I know you can do it on the oh, Becky, that'd be great. I would love that. That'd be fun. Totally. Wolverine says, I just ordered some foam from TNT Cosplay to make my first cars. It will be my first costume just to have not for any specific convention. Yeah, exactly. My thing is too, I just build for sake of building, and then don't worry, there's plenty of cons you can wear it at. You'll be able to wear it to it. That's my feeling too. I can tell right now, guys, I stream looking at my desk is a disaster. I have to clean this place up. It is a mess. But everybody, again, guys, thank you. Hooray, finished. Oh, it's Epic Mutton Chops. What's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, people are like, I'm kind of making a switch. I'm streaming more on YouTube now. And the reason being because that's where I got started was YouTube, and all my fans know me from YouTube. And in the beginning, I was going to stream on YouTube, and it was years ago, and it was really glitchy. It didn't work that well. It was kind of a mess. So I found Twitch. I started doing Twitch. I've been to Twitch for years. And then I started seeing people stream on YouTube, and I went back to visit it. I'm like, wow, it's so much better. And I just used the same OBS setup I had on my Twitch to jump over to YouTube. You just had to change the settings, and it works great. So now I'm back here on YouTube. But guys, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out today. I'm going to do some touch up, let some things dry, and clean up my shop. It is a disaster. It's never, because after you do a job, you have to stop and clean up. It's always a disaster. But again, really quickly, guys, if you did not know this, I sell merchandise. Just below the YouTube video, you'll see links for the Teespring shirt company. I have my shirts all year round now. You guys can buy shirts below. Even better, you can jump over to eviltedsmith.com. You can buy the patterns. You can get on my mailing list. And even better, if you're shopping through Amazon, be sure to click that Amazon link on my website. It takes you to your account, and therefore any shopping you do after that, I get a kickback for that with no extra cost to you. Another great way to show your support, which again, just click my link, bookmark it on your computer. So every time you go shopping, just be sure to click on that link. And every time you do these shopping, I get kickback, which again, guys, helps me keep making videos. If you like my content, you like what I'm doing, that's a great way to show your support. So please do. And Becky's like, clean your shop. I will, Beck. I promise. I'll clean my shop. All right, guys, we're going to wrap this up again. Guys, thank you so much. I'm going to get back to work on some more projects I have to finish. See you guys. Thank you again for hanging out today. And if you guys, if that button is not red, if your button is red, that means you have not subscribed. Please hit that subscribe button. The more subscribers, again, helps. Thank you. Oh, I gave Ted a 30-cent kiss. Of a kickball shot. Thanks, Becky. All right, guys. Thanks. See you soon. Right here on the Evil Ted channel.